Hey guys, Ben here helping you earn more, spend less, and invest the difference. Now, a few months ago, I made a video reviewing the BlockFi credit card. And at the time that I made that video, the card was trash. I mean, the benefits were mediocre at best, but really what killed it was the fact that this card had a very high annual fee. So the high annual fee combined with subpar benefits really just made for a card that was completely unusable. But thankfully the folks over at BlockFi, they listened to feedback like that and they went back to the drawing board and retooled this credit card and they've turned it into a viable product. So here we go with a second video detailing the updates to the new and improved BlockFi credit card. Now for those of you guys that are not familiar with BlockFi, basically they allow you to earn interest on a few of your different cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Paxos Gold, as well as a few stablecoins. Now the credit card that they are offering is going to give a flat 1.5% cashback on all purchases. There's no rotating categories or bonus spend or anything like that. Just a nice flat 1.5% cashback on everything. But you're not technically getting cash back. Instead, what they're going to do is they're going to give you the equivalent amount of Bitcoin. So they're not paying you in fiat currency, they are paying you instead in Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin is going to be automatically deposited into your BlockFi savings account where it will continue to grow and earn interest. Currently, the maximum rate of about 5% annually. And once again, that interest that they pay is, again, in Bitcoin. And thankfully, with the new and improved credit card, there is no annual fee. Zero annual fee. And there's also no foreign transaction fees, so all of you Bitcoin millionaires out there that are traveling and seeing the world, you're not going to have to worry about that. You can use this card anywhere on the globe that Visa is accepted. Now there is a sign-up promotional offer for this credit card, and basically for the first 3 months they are going to give you 3.5% cash back instead of the normal 1.5% cash back. Now this is capped to a maximum reward of $100 worth of Bitcoin, so the math on that comes out to be roughly $3,000 of spend in the first 3 months will max out this promotional offer at $100 in Bitcoin, and then your rate returns to the normal 1.5%. In addition, this 1.5% cashback is going to be increased to 2% cashback on all purchases above $50,000 in a year. So once again, for all you Bitcoin millionaires out there, good for you. But for the majority of people, it's going to be just a flat 1.5% card. In addition, they're also going to increase your rates of rewards for any stablecoins that you hold. Now the current rates for stablecoins for BlockFi is about 8.6% annually. You're still going to get that, but if you own this credit card, you are also going to get an additional 2% on your stablecoins, and this 2% is going to be paid out in Bitcoin rewards. Now there is a yearly cap on how much you can earn in this additional 2%, and that's going to be capped at $200 a year worth of Bitcoin. Now once again, the math on that means that you would need about $10,000 in stablecoins to max out this yearly reward. So that means in total you're effectively getting about 10.6% interest on your stablecoins, the normal 8.6% plus an additional 2% paid out in Bitcoin. Now at a 10.6% rate of return, that's going to be pretty competitive with competing apps like Celsius or Nexo. Most of those guys are right around the 10% area at the current rates. Now with those guys, theoretically you can get an additional 2% if you live outside the United States and if you decide to get paid in their proprietary token as opposed to your normal stablecoin payouts. Me, I'm in the United States, I can't take advantage of those things, so this 10.6% for BlockFi is actually pretty decent. You're also going to get 0.25% cash back on all eligible trades. So basically, whenever you buy or sell or trade your cryptocurrencies within the BlockFi app, you're going to get a portion of that paid back to you. Now, personally, I don't see this as a massive benefit or anything like that because I would never buy my cryptocurrencies within BlockFi. And the reason being is I think they charge a little bit higher fees than some of the other folks. So for example, if you open up the BlockFi app and you take a look at the price of Bitcoin, currently it's trading roughly at about $35,300. That's the fair market value for Bitcoin. But if we go in and actually try to purchase some Bitcoin with BlockFi, you'll see that the price that they quote you is over $35,600. So about a $350-ish difference. So yes, they charge a 1% markup and then you're going to get 0.25% back. So basically like a 0.75% markup. And that's obviously going to help, but I think places like Coinbase Pro or something like that where they charge a lower flat rate fee is probably going to be a better option for you if you're going to go out and purchase some Bitcoin and then just pay the network fee to transfer it into your BlockFi wallet. In addition, they're also going to give $30 worth of Bitcoin for every person that you refer and signs up for this BlockFi credit card. And that's going to be on top of the $10 that you get for referring somebody to BlockFi, the general ecosystem. So essentially, $40 for everyone that you refer. So if you're an influencer of some sort, maybe social media, or you just love talking to people about crypto, friends, relatives, coworkers, this referral bonus might be a decent way to rack up a little bit of extra Bitcoin. So final thoughts on this card. I think it's a solid card, but not a phenomenal card. I think there's going to be a lot of people that get some good use out of this card, but it's not mind-blowingly amazing. So right off the bat, the 1.5% cashback paid out in Bitcoin. What I like about it is it's simple. I love Bitcoin, I love cryptocurrency, and I love how easy it is then to get a little bit of Bitcoin accumulated and have that Bitcoin automatically deposited into an interest-bearing account where that will continue to grow. Now, yes, there are credit cards on the market that will give you a higher flat 2% cash back on all purchases, maybe something like the Citi Double Cash or the Fidelity Rewards Visa card. And the argument could be made then, well, why don't you just take that 2% cash back and then turn around and buy Bitcoin, because then you would have more Bitcoin, right? And the answer, of course, is, well, yes, but then you're once again going to turn around and pay fees to either Coinbase or Kraken or whoever it is that you're using to actually buy your Bitcoin. With this, the 1.5% is deposited straight into your account. There's no fees or purchases or anything like that, and it's just simple. Additionally, those 2% cashback cards, there's no sign-up bonuses for any of them unless they're running some sort of crazy special promotional offer at the time that you happen to apply. But generally, there's no sign-up bonuses. Whereas with the BlockFi credit card, during that first 3 months, you're going to get 3.5% cash back. And that actually makes a big difference over the long run. Additionally, most of those 2% cashback cards have a minimum redemption value of roughly $25. So you have to rack up $25 worth of rewards before they will basically pay you anything. And the credit score for those 2% cashback credit cards is relatively high. It's usually somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 as a minimum credit score. Obviously, different circumstances will take into account, like your income and things like that. But generally speaking, they require a fairly decent credit score, whereas the 1.5% cards, like the BlockFi card, are much easier to attain. Speaking of attaining the BlockFi credit card, they will actually pre-approve you on their website, so they'll do a soft poll and see if realistically you will qualify. So you can check it out with no impact to your credit score. Now, obviously, if you decide to go ahead and get the card, they will then turn around and do a hard inquiry. But to see if you're approved, no inquiry, you can sign up right there on the spot. I also like the 2% additional interest paid out on stablecoins. Now, I'm not a huge fan of stablecoins. I think it's a great option for any amount of money that you could potentially need in the short to medium term future because it's stable. It's not volatile like the stock market or anything like that, and it's still easily accessible. But I will say that I wish that additional 2% paid out on stablecoins applied to all of your different crypto holdings. Even if it was just a 1% or something like that, I think giving people the option to boost all of their holdings would be significantly better than only on stable coins. Maybe something similar to the Crypto.com, their rewards debit card, where if you stake a certain amount of the Crow, their proprietary crypto.com coin, you will earn a flat 2% interest additionally paid out on top of any current interest rates that they're providing. But overall, I think this card in its current iteration is a very viable credit card. I think it's good, but not great. So if you're somebody new to the crypto industry and you're looking to get your feet wet, this could be a pretty good way to jump in the game, especially considering that this card is not going to have anywhere near as high of a credit score requirements as some of these other 2% cashback cards we're going to have. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, and as always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.